Hello, so just wanted to put together a little video just talking about what I've been doing recently when it comes to a little bit of hobby. Just a little bit of catch up really, I guess. So the first little thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that I've been painting up some different pieces. So you can see I've got the Eldar over there that are coming together quite nicely, but the main focus of what I'm going to be talking about at the moment is actually a little bit of Grimdark stuff. So quite recently I was watching 52 Miniatures on YouTube. I'll link down below. But he was talking about doing some really awesome stuff when it came to Grimdark and painting up Grimdark miniatures. And so I went back through my Stormcast Eternals collection and decided that I would put together some really fun miniatures, just painting things up in a Grimdark style. So one of the miniatures that I started off with this one, which was just one of the Liberators, I think it is, from Age of Sigmar. Painted them up in sort of like classic dry brushes and that kind of thing. I think it came together quite nicely, did a little bit of blood on the base and that kind of thing, and just really enjoyed it, and thought it was a little bit different from anything that I'd done before. Well, actually, in fact, it was going back to sort of like stuff that I'd done previously, back when I first started in the hobby, but just wanted to try it out and test things, and I think it turned out quite nicely. I then went off and did one of the Judicators, I think they are. So yeah, I did things sort of like a glow effect kind of thing. I'm just going to change the light a little bit, see if that makes a difference here on what we're doing. Yes, there we go. Let's bring that over. You can see that a little better. So yeah, really enjoyed working on the Judicators and sort of did like a nice glow effect on that guy as well. Well, what I consider to be a nice glow effect on that guy. Just working with that, and I thought that was quite nice. But yeah, it was fun working on the Judicator and doing something like that. Then I did Severin Steelheart, who is one of the characters from the original Shadespire box for Warhammer Underworlds. And he came together quite nicely as well. And I was really proud of how that worked out. Very grim, gritty, dirty. And I really enjoyed doing that kind of more vampiric looking face, I guess you'd say, on the miniature. And really had fun with the blood on that guy too. When it's in focus. Yeah, there you go. So I had fun with that. This then led me on to doing some other bits of time. So I'm going to do Grimdark on two more of the miniatures, well, from the Stormcast side as well. So you've got the two other Stormcasts that you can see there. But one of the other things I was going to try and do was work out a best way to do the Grimdark look on Khorne. And this is just an initial look at some of the miniatures that I've been working on. So this is one of the, I think it's Garak's Ravagers, I think they're called. And this was just a very early attempt at doing the skin. So the basics of the skin here was done with, I think it's Iron Rack skin, I think it's called. I was going to dive over and check it out. So yeah, it's that skin, which is the base tone, which you see used a lot on Eithne's Deepkin. And then I went over that with, and this has probably been changed now, but Druchii Violet, which is the wash that I've got there. It's been lasting me forever. But I'm going to use that for the skin, I think. I think it looks quite nice. I think it sets things apart from the others, and it just sort of gives things a different tone. I'm still going to go in and do lots of sort of grimdark stuff on the belt and all that kind of thing as well. So it'll be as dirty and as mucky and as bloody as the other miniatures, but it'll have a point of difference. So yeah, really looking forward to carrying on with that and doing some more grimdark stuff. Going to do something similar with one of the other Ravagers here, as you can see. Coming together quite nicely. Was working on that. But yeah, so I've decided that I think sort of doing grimdark stuff, I think at the moment is going to be a nice aside to what I'm doing with the Eldar, as you can see. But yeah, looking forward to this, and I think it's the kind of style that I'd want to go for when it came to pretty much everything to do with Age of Sigmar now, because my idea is that I'm going to try and focus it down on doing just on Warhammer Underworlds stuff. And yeah, I think it'd be really fascinating to see how I could paint up the other warbands for Warhammer Underworlds in a grimdark style, because some of them are very, very colourful, and it'll be really interesting working on those tones and colours and then trying to make it grim. So I'm up for a bit of experimentation, I guess you'd say. Yeah. Really liking how these are turning out. If you've got some ideas and some tips for painting grimdark, please don't hesitate to let me know. And yeah, I'll be back with another little sort of hobby update very soon. Probably talking about Eldar, I think. Eldar and Contrast.